It is Huawei time. We've taken a closer look at Huawei's Ascend P6 and also give you a verdict about this little phone. The review you can see right here. Huawei is still a new player on the smartphone market, but has been delivering infrastructure to telephone companies all over the world. It has more than 140,000 employees, so it's definitely a big company. Huawei Ascend P6 is their flagship phone and tries to attract new customers with a sleek design. On the phone's exterior, you'll find a 4.7-inch 720p LCD screen, a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, and an 8-megapixel camera on the back that can shoot video in 1080p. It has micro USB, an on-off button, a volume rocker, 2 ports for a micro SD card and SIM card, 2 microphones and a headphone jack, where they've put a small tool for ejecting the SIM card and micro SD tray, which we unfortunately think you'll lose pretty easily. The inner workings of the phone contains a 1.5 GHz quad-core processor, 2 gigs of RAM, 2200 mAh on the battery, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 3.0. The phone runs Android 4.2.2 with Huawei's own Emotion UI 1.6. The phone will later be upgradable to the KitKat version of Android. Phone is available in black, white and pink. The first thing you'll notice when using the phone is how thin and light it is. It was the world's thinnest smartphone with a thickness of just 6.16 millimeters, which is 1.44 millimeters smaller than the iPhone 5S and 4.13 millimeters thinner than the HTC One. It's since been beaten by the Vivo X3 that has a thickness of only 5.75 millimeters. The phone has a nice premium feel to it that mostly is due to the lack of cheap plastics. We're looking at you, Samsung, but they've instead opted for a construction of metal and glass, which we really like. When you start using the phone, you'll be met with Huawei's custom version of Android with Emotion UI. Here they've changed a lot of the experience. Unlike stock Android, all your installed apps will be spread across the home screen instead of an app list, pretty similar to iOS. This means you won't have apps 2 places, something I think gives a better overview. The phone comes with 6 different themes, all with questionable levels of quality. You'll also want to install a new keyboard as the Huawei's version isn't very good, and you'll often experience mistypes. The camera app deviates from the stock Android version and has different modes for shooting like Simple, Smart, HDR, Panorama, and an effect called Beautify, where you can adjust the level of beauty in the picture itself. It's targeted pretty much towards teenage taking selfies and smoothens out the skin by removing details, aka sits. The camera takes decent photos but can be a bit oversaturated in the color. The phone has during test had a pretty good battery life and has without any issues lived through a normal workday. Depending on your usage, it should be able to end up giving you about 2 days of regular usage. The phone is unfortunately plagued by mediocre performance in some apps and even in Google's own Maps app. You'll experience stuttering and big lag. The phone doesn't come with 4G LTE and you're instead stuck with the good old 3G. It's a shame considering how it's becoming more and more of a standard in smartphones and it's probably where they've cut down in regards to consumer cost. All in all, Huawei's Ascend P6 is a decent mid-range smartphone with an attractive price at only $375. It's a great phone for people who are tired of cheap plastics and want a sleek design, if you can live with the mediocre performance and the software issues the phone has. One could hope that some of these issues will be solved when the KitKat update comes out. Is this a smartphone that you would like to use? Let us know in the comment section below, or let us know what your smartphone of choice is. Also remember to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Bye bye.